believe the consistent quality of his films. It's as good as any Hollywood movie.
Best director honour off TMU, bar none, is Dalen. Most people's first films suck big time, but even Dalen's first film is extraordinary and beats
I can't wait for
everything.
Night's next movie. I know it's going to be a blockbuster because Dalen makes nothing but blockbusters.
That's true. I think it's probably a publicity stunt for his next film. Although I would have thought he had better taste.
Dalen is the most famous director in this community. He doesn't need to do any publicity stunts. And shame on you for thinking he's to stoop to such levels. No, it's really true. Dalen's dead.
You're laughing with the big boys on the Ken and Rogers Show on TMOA.
Real tragedy which struck our community. And, well, as most of you probably already know, one of this community's brightest filmmakers, Dalen, passed away recently.
Right. He was so young. How old was he?
I don't know. I think he was in his late teens. Still in high school, but, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yet his films dealt with such mature subjects. He was truly one of the most sophisticated directors around.
Yeah. I've always been a big fan. I mean, yeah, his storylines, characters, everything was always just perfect.
They all have a great style. Stylish. That's the word I was looking for. It's really a huge loss. Does anyone know how it happened?
I don't know. From what I understand, it was an accident of some kind.
A car accident?
No, I didn't get the details. Okay, we got a caller coming in. It's Trewill7. Are you there, Trey?
Hey, Ken, Roger, what's up?
Hello, Trey.
Yeah, I'm just calling to say how much I respected Dalen as a director. He was, in my opinion, the best around. And my regards to his family. I really hope they're doing well.
Now, are you, or were you, a friend of Dalen's?
I never really dealt with him much. Though he did ask me for VOs for his upcoming movie, which I did one day before I heard he died.
Do you know why how it happened?
Nah, I really don't think too many people knew much about him.
Yeah, he did keep to himself pretty much.
I don't think he's ever appeared on our show, has he? Or didn't we invite him? I think we must have invited him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we invited him a whole bunch of times. He was always busy on Sunday with church, though. So, you know, I figured, well, let's do a pre-record. We've done those before. Unfortunately, we were never able to get things lined up right to both be available at the same time.
I didn't know he was religious. I never would have guessed from some of the moves he made.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to hear that too.
We got another call coming in. It's Goofparade. Are you there, Goof?
Hello. I was just listening in on the show, and I heard Trey was a voice actor on Dalen's latest film.
I was asked to do a few lines too, and I was just wondering if anyone received the complete script from Dalen.
Trey, did you ever get hold of a complete script?
No, he only gave me my lines.
I'd really like to know what Dalen's latest film was going to be. I'm sure I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah, if maybe you could post that in the forums, that would be great.
Well, I was thinking of taking it one step further and actually filming it.
That's even better.
Would you be making the movie yourself, Goof?
Yes, I would. I know I don't make many films, and I usually work on the voiceovers, but in this case, this is a film that I really am interested in seeing come to life. I don't know, it just seemed like the right thing to do.
Well, I gotta tell you, I think that'd be just a perfect tribute. Make sure if you need any kind of help from the community, from us, just let us know. We'll be glad to pass it along.
You took my heart and threw it away. That's why I ask the Lord in heaven thing called love.
Hey, GP.
Joseph, how you doing?
Okay. Did you get a chance to listen to my VOs?
Yeah, they were great. Only problem is, I don't know who you're having a conversation with.
What do you mean?
Dalen used everyone's real names on TMU. In one of your scenes, you were speaking to someone named Michelle, who might be another filmmaker on TMU, right? But she doesn't exist. I did a member search and came back empty.
I guess you can just substitute her with some other female VA.
I could, but the problem is I don't know what her lines are. Piecing together this script is harder than I ever imagined.
How many VAs are you still missing?
Yeah, a few here and there, which I can pretty much fill in on my own, but one major role is still missing.
Michelle's?
Yes. I don't know how to work my way around that, but I have been able to reconstruct a few scenes which don't involve her. I'd like you to take a look at something, Joseph. Here, I'm sending you the file right now.
Okay, downloading. What is it?
It's one of the scenes which I finished.
Great. I love sneak peeks. Okay, finished the download. Taking a look now.
Dalen! Just who we were looking for. We're getting some guys together, and our team is short. Care to play ball with us?
Yeah, wanna play?
Team?
Football. Pigskin. Are you game, or are you late?
Thanks, guys, but got things to do.
So, you're gonna take a pass?
Take a pass. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I've got
Or
to
maybe
get going.
you're into baseball. Are you gonna walk?
Yeah, is that it, Dalen?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, do you know what this means?
Are you sure the script is by Dalen?
Yeah, you noticed that too, huh?
It seems more like a high schooler's cry for help, in movie form.
Yeah, there's something I noticed too. The jocks called him Dalen. They used his real name.
And he never used his real name in any of his previous films. Does that mean anything?
Well, I have a theory, but I'd like to hear what you make of it first.
Let's see. A completely different stylistic and thematic approach, plus the use of his real name for the protagonist. I don't know, maybe it's an event out of his own life?
Exactly. I think this is his autobiography. Well, it's been a month now, and I have most of the voiceovers and script lines, but I'm still missing a few. So if you're one of Dalen's cast members for his latest film, please post a reply here.
This is a project which honors who I feel is the greatest director on TMU. So please, even if you're not one of the VOs in Dalen's last film, ask around because not everyone visits these forums regularly. Hopefully word of mouth will reach those last few VAs.
Come on guys, get those voiceovers in.
Bumped as I saw fit.
To further promote this film, I was originally planning to release a trailer, but decided instead to release a full scene from the film. So here it is. Click here to view Scene 7 of Tribute.
Coming down from breaking my heart again. The things
that I've become are falling to pieces. Sitting down and sulking in alcohol. The things that I have done, they do not matter. Playing guitar and calling you up again. Feel sorry for myself. She never answers. Holding close from opening up myself. It's easy on the mind, but heavy on the heart.
You just come home and you go straight to your computer?
A friend is expecting to chat with me about my movie.
It'd be better if you did something outside. Get some exercise.
I just walked a mile coming home from school.
You should go out and make friends. I don't know why you're having so much trouble getting along with others in your new school. I had tons of friends when I was your age.
I get along fine with most people, and I have friends.
Internet friends? A bunch of losers who don't have a life? Real friends are real people. People you actually meet and see.
Like your drinking buddies?
Don't get smart with me. You can't call someone a friend unless you meet them in person.
Didn't you fall in love with Mom when you two were just pen pals?
That's different. We were introduced through the church.
This is just today's equivalent of pen pals.
You don't know who these people are. They could be criminals. Turn that thing off.
Let me just sign off.
Now! Or I'll take it and throw it out with the rest of the trash. Dale Nelson, don't you walk out of here while we're talking.
Thought we were finished.
Go take out the garbage. It's trash day.
Not the only one. You close your mind. You lie only to yourself. Your only dream.
Dale Nelson. Dale N. Dalen.
That was a major piece of the puzzle, discovering his real name.
I think this would give more meaning to the tribute.
More than that, now I have a name to look for on the internet.
Brilliant. Did you find anything?
Yes, I did, on Facebook. I found one Dale Nelson attending Phillipson High School, hobby filmmaking, and there was a link to one of his films, Cognomen.
Oh, Dalen's film which won that contest last year.
I think that clinches it.
Did you find any information which might help your project?
On Dalen's profile page, a few people left messages for him at his bulletin board, or wall, as they call it. Some are cousins and other friends, but one in particular stood out. Michelle.
The same Michelle?
I would say from her comments about his films and information on her own page, yes.
That's some great detective work there.
Thanks. I sent her a PM telling her about the project, and I asked her for help with the voiceovers in the script.
Did she reply?
Not yet, but I just sent it off yesterday. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for getting back to me. Very good, thank you. Do I know you? Do you go by another name on TMU? I noticed on your Facebook profile that you live nearby. It's a rare treat to meet someone from TMU in person. We might have actually already met in a supermarket or passed each other by on the street. You don't know how much you're helping me out by getting me the rest of the script. I just couldn't finish Dalen's film without it. But I was so sure you were the Michelle that Dalen referred to in his screenplay. I asked everywhere. I don't think I'm ever going to find the remainder of this script. Did Dalen tell you how it all ends? What do you mean?
It looks like he's about to have his last wish granted, thanks to you.
No, I don't think so, Joseph.
I know it's disheartening with all these dead ends and false hopes, but can't you just surmise the ending? Kinda like make a best guess?
It's not that. It's... Well, from what Michelle told me about Dalen's email, I don't think it was a coincidence that he died the next day.
That sounds ominous. What do you mean?
I think Dalen committed suicide.
Whoa. But don't you think he would have finished his last film at least?
Nope. That's why he wrote that email to Michelle. He wanted someone to finish it for him.
Why?
As the ultimate tribute.
I don't think that's enough reason to kill yourself.
Think about the scenes in this film. Dalen was having problems at school and at home. His only joy and release was in making films on his computer, and now his father was threatening to take that away as well.
Yeah, I just find it hard to understand, or to believe that someone would do that.
A lot of people think about killing themselves, especially teenagers, more than you'd suspect. I knew someone from high school who jumped off an overpass. That was before they put those fences up.
That's rough.
That's why I'm not finishing Dalen's movie.
Why not?
That's the last scene of the movie. His suicide. I can't make this film. It's like excusing him for what he did and even glorifying it.
I wouldn't say that it glorifies it. Maybe you could present it in another light?
I'm not going to take the chance that it might encourage someone out there to do themselves in.
Yeah, I see your point. What are you going to say on the forums?
Just that, for personal reasons, I can't continue this project. I'm not going to muddy his name with any details.
And what if someone else decides to finish it?
Well, it's their decision, but I'm not going to give them what I have of the script. They're going to have to piece it together themselves from scratch. I can't be involved in this, Joseph, you understand?
I do.
As far as I'm concerned, the project's finished.
All kinds of time. Towards next month's climate change. Iran has started 5 days with war games and explosive military muscles at a time of heightened tension.
I was afraid you might not reply. I understand that you hope Dalen's final movie will be completed. No longer, he's abandoning the project. I need to ask you a question, but I need you to be honest with me. Did Dalen commit suicide? Are you absolutely sure of this? You said we. Are you two boyfriends? In real life? Well, from the scenes you saw in this movie, it seemed Dalen had a troubled life. With his last email to you saying how important it was for this film to be completed, we just thought that he might have committed suicide. Alright, if you can convince Goofparade of that, you might continue filming this.
Look, I can't, okay? I'm sorry. I was gonna let you know today. Yeah, I know. Joseph emailed me earlier and he told me. Look, Michelle, I believe that's what you really believe, but I have to follow what I believe. Someone else can do it. I'm sorry, Michelle. Michelle, you're not going to convince me anymore by speaking to me.
I have to give it a try.
Who is this?
I'm Michelle, really.
Really? No offense, but you sound more like a guy to me.
I am. I was born in France, but raised here. I just kept my name the way it was.
Ah, Michelle. French for Michael. Now, wait a sec. Joseph mentioned you and Dalen were boy and girlfriend.
I just told him we had a relationship.
So, well, it's really none of my business, but...
We're gay.
Did anyone else know? Is that why he was having problems at school and at home?
He was just starting to open up. Only his closest friends knew, and a teacher.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, Michelle, but doesn't that just give him extra pressure? It strengthens my suspicions about him committing suicide.
He was going to leave with me after graduation. He had everything planned. He has some friends up in Marysville who could get us some jobs. And the rent was cheap there, and we both loved hiking and camping. He was looking forward to it. There was no way in the world he would have killed himself.
Okay, I know what you mean now.
You have to believe me.
I do. I can only guess what the final scene is. I have no idea if it'll end the way Dalen intended it.
I know who has the last scene.
You're kidding, right?
No, really. Dalen.
Well, that's not very helpful.
It's on his computer. I've been to his house lots of times. I know his parents. I even know his password. You said I live close to you. Meet me at Dalen's house. It's not far from me. Can you come tomorrow afternoon at 2? Let me give you the address.
Hello, I'm a friend of Michelle's. He's supposed to meet me here today.
I'm Michelle. Nice to finally meet you.
Same here. I should have brought a camera. It might have been nice to include a few photos of this place in the film somehow.
I can get you some shots.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Dalen's computer is this way. I already turned it on and I was looking for the file when you got here. Here it is. The script for Untitled 18. He always names his film after it's finished.
I guess I don't have to change the title of the film then.
I think he would have liked the name Tribute. See, I told you. The final scene, he was going to leave with me. He didn't kill himself.
Yes, I understand his film now. It's a coming out announcement to his friends at TMU. His most important film yet.
I'm emailing a copy of the script to myself. What's your email address?
What are you doing in here? Who are you?
It's me, Mrs.
How
Nelson.
did you get in here?
I used the spare key you keep in the garden.
Oh no. Don't tell me he didn't have permission to come in here.
I thought she'd be at work all day.
I'm calling the police.
We can explain, Mrs. Nelson.
Don't you remember me? Michelle? I was a friend of Dalen's.
You killed Dalen. You took my son from me. My boy.
Now, Mrs. Nelson.
My boy was a good Christian until you corrupted him. Abomination.
Mrs. Nelson, calm down. There's no need for this.
No need. Do you know what he did?
Well, why don't you sit down? Let us explain
He
this.
took my son away from me and my husband. Brought down the wrath of God upon this house.
What happened to Mr. Nelson?
Let me handle this, Michelle.
My husband, my sweet Nathan, he is a good man. They say he's not, but they don't know him, do they? They're not a part of our congregation. What do they know of what's good?
What happened, Mrs. Nelson?
Guess what I heard tonight?
Dad?
Leroy told me. You know, Matt's father. You remember Matt. He goes to your school.
I know, Matt.
Leroy told me there's word going on at school that you were a faggot. My son. A faggot. My son. A faggot. I told him he'd better shut up. Right then and there, because there's no way that my son was no homo.
Nathan?
Then I remembered your friend. What's his name? Michelle. I remember thinking to myself, well, what kind of name is that for a boy?
Nathan, what's going on?
Stay out of this, Martha. This is between Dale and me. Go and buy some groceries or something.
But it's the middle of the night.
Just go, Martha! So, how close are you to this Michelle, huh?
Dad, I was going to tell you after I graduated. I was hoping that...
I just want to hear one word from you. Yes or no. Are you a homo? It's a simple question, Dale. Yes or no?
Yes!
Wrong answer, Dale. Wrong answer! No! I'm not gonna do time for the likes of you. Not for you!
What have you done?
It was an accident. He got to me. He got me so...
I'm gonna call for help.
No! I'll say he was hit by a car. A drunk driver. Happens all the time. Now you get inside, Martha. I'm gonna call 911. And if anyone comes, let me do the talking.
But there's so much blood.
Now!
Mr. Nathan Nelson.
Nathan. They had a search warrant. They said there were some inconsistencies in your story.
What inconsistencies?
Hey, Sam, you want to take a look at this? It's definitely blood.
I did no wrong. I did no wrong.
And I'm sorry you couldn't see all your dreams come true. I know there was so much you wanted to share with me, with the world. I'll never forget you. And I'm not the only one.
Dalen, wherever you are, man, here's to you, the best damn director.
Thank you for everything you've given us. The laughter, the tears, the insights. Most of all, thanks for letting us get to know you better.
Rest in peace.